Today on Girl Chat, love or money? Would you stay for the money if the love was gone?
Don't ask if you don't want to know. I'm just saying.
And can you trust a girl with no girlfriend?
No, it is not okay.
Oh! Plus, who's taking a ride on the L plane?
You know I have fear of flying. This would be so bad.
Then, Empire star Grace Byers is here. The real starts now.
This is our
Well, happy Friday to you all. It's almost the weekend, and you know that we here at The Real, we like to start off our weekends with something a little extra. Special. Yep. We all earned a celebration, don't you think, audience?
Yes.
Don't you think so?
We
worked
made it
hard
through
this
the
week. That's right, today isn't Friday, it's Friday! Okay.
Yes.
Today's Friday drink is something we all know and love. It's a refreshing coconut mojito. It's a mix of mint, lime, soda, rum, and coconut water to give it the island vibes you didn't even know you needed. To learn how to shake one of these up for yourself, you should mojito. I got that again. Mojito.
No, mojigo.
Let's mojigo to thereal.com for the cocktail and mocktail recipes. Now, let's get into some Friday girl chat. Cheers to you, Real.
Cheers.
All right, cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Mojigo. Thank you.
Mojigo.
Okay, first up, according to a recent op-ed by Megan Wright in Science magazine, if you're a female scientist, you should be putting down your phone and getting back to your microscope. The op-ed titled Instagram Won't Solve Inequality suggests that female scientists taking, quote, pretty selfies and fun videos captioned with cute emojis takes time away from their research, which ends up hurting women's progress in the field of science. Yeah, girl?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just coughed a little bit.
Well, as you can expect, this didn't sit well with many scientists, including Samantha Yamin, who argues that selfies are a way to create a community and connect fellow scientists with each other. Samantha is also encouraging her peers to use the hashtag #ScientistsWhoSelfie to show support for one another.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay? This is interesting. So, ladies, do you think that women should really be forced to choose between selfies or science?
That's a silly.
No.
Yeah, that's silly. I mean, first of all, who says selfies are just for models and you know, people that's in the industry? That's, you know, I mean, it's a good way to encourage women to study different fields. So I think that it's a good thing, and I think that this is probably somebody, some tree monsters that's mad because they don't know how to take a selfie, you know, but I think it's a good thing because it's a good way to push out the whole, you know, professional curriculum of science and show that women can be beautiful and smart at the same time. I think it's great.
For me, you know, when you think of scientists, sometimes you have the stereotype of what scientists, you know, look like, or you think they're like these savants that live on another island because they're so smart. So it's kind of refreshing to see that they're just like us.
Yeah, so if they want to take a selfie, they can take a selfie.
Let them take that
They earned
love that. We're talking about selfies in science, but I don't think that this is a topic about selfies or science. I think this is about self-confidence. When you look at every arena in life, whether you're a mother or you're an entrepreneur or you're a scientist, there is nothing wrong with having a powerful self-confidence. When you take a selfie, that means you're saying, I like the way I look. I'm feeling myself right now. Maybe not every day, but right now I like me. And the people who like me do better in the world altogether. You know what I'm
They
saying?
have that confidence.
They're better to coexist with.
I hate the idea that they're like trying to say that by them taking a selfie, it's taking away time from them doing their research. If there's time to go to the bathroom, there's time to take a selfie, okay?
Sometimes the best lighting is in the bathroom.
You told us that.
I think the idea that because they're scientists, they should dedicate their entire lives to this and only this is not healthy, number one. And number two, I think that it's about self-love, just like you said. And again, you're actually spreading the word of what, somebody may not go on Instagram and want to see a vial or like, what else do they use in chemistry? Yeah, like a set of like smoking bottles.
Yeah.
But if they saw a woman taking a photo, the person might actually click on that and say, I wonder what this is. And that can actually lead someone to some great science information that they never would have known.
And it's important to see women that look like women and different types of women.
Yes.
And so that's what selfies do.
Yes.
You know?
And that a selfie doesn't always have to be glammed up.
No.
Like,
Exactly.
it's amazing for a woman to take a selfie without any makeup or in
Exactly.
her work garb. I personally, I really like, I know this sounds crazy, but like I've been working out a lot at the gym lately. And I don't know why, but even just for me, taking pictures of myself in my transition or taking a selfie even when I'm sweaty and I'm, feeling a little discouraged, it just makes me feel good when I look through it and I see, like I was feeling myself that day. There's no reason why that Monday can't be that Friday for me when I'm feeling down.
I love
that. It really is. Well, something that's not an exact science is marriage. And recently, a mother of two shocked listeners on an Australian radio show after she admitted that even though she's fallen out of love with her husband of 8 years, she still stays with him because she needs his financial support.
Ooh.
The woman admitted that she finds her husband so unattractive that she just can't even look at him in the bedroom anymore and uses every excuse under the sun not to have sex with him.
Oh, that's straight.
Now, while many listeners related to her situations, others told her she needed to get out of that marriage as soon as possible. So, ladies, what advice would you give this woman?
For starters, this sounds like prostitution. That you don't want to be with this person, you don't want to look at them, you don't want to lay down with them.
And you're not even giving them any.
Yeah, but because of money, you stay. Like, that is literally like that's a transaction. I stay, you give me money, I sleep with you,
But
you give
even
me
in
money.
prostitution, there's an exchange. She ain't giving nothing, so he's getting robbed.
Exactly. Even worse, exactly. That is not a marriage. That is not a marriage. And I think that a lot of people that do stuff like this, I get it that maybe initially you don't have a plan, you don't have the finances. Work towards that, though. Figure out a situation. You're a grown person, and unless you're physically unable to work or, this just sounds ridiculous, and it sounds really lazy and incredibly selfish.
It does.
Selfish.
Because he could get out there and get him somebody that loves him, that wants to make love to him, that doesn't look at him repulsively, and I just don't get why you wouldn't want that for someone you care about.
What's crazy is that she has the audacity to say it out loud. So imagine how her husband feels. I mean, and she told the world about it. If I were him, I'd kick her out. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
but
I'd rather kind of love for herself.
Yes, I'd rather get out of a relationship and start all over to be happy.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Instead of stay in a relationship and be unhappy, because that's a lot of energy. That's a lot of negative energy that you're living with every single day.
Yeah.
And you're showing your true colors, Missy. You are one selfish human being.
Yeah. And she's showing that to her children.
And her children,
Her
yes.
children have a front seat row to what she is showing them what a marriage is not.
Yes.
What a marriage is not supposed to be. You're not supposed to just stay with somebody because financially it works for you. And I get that there's a lot of people that are gonna watch this and be like, well, you have money.
Yeah.
I wanna talk about that. Is that what you're gonna say? Oh, I was looking at your face. I was like, wait. My issue with that is everybody has an option and an opportunity to go out there and hustle and work hard. And maybe you may not live in the glamorous situation that you may be in right now, but at least you'll have your self-worth.
Self-worth and happiness.
Yeah.
I think in relationships, women go through things.
Yes.
And sometimes you need to get out of the situation. Sometimes you can't immediately get out of the situation.
True.
So
Plan.
what I do is I do an escape plan. Whenever I've been in situations when I was younger and I'm like, ugh, I need to get out of here, I gotta start an escape plan.
Yeah.
And if I had to give advice to this woman, because she does have 2 children, I understand you don't wanna see your children suffer. So I can't really blame her for that sacrifice, but I would say to plan something. Maybe start taking classes so that you can get you a job that can help take care of you and your children.
Yes.
Start doing that. Start saving money on the side. Like, you know, the money that he's giving you, if you could try, like, put some away or skim some off the top. You know what I mean? Really, because we're talking about real life here.
Yeah,
we're talking about, you know, the fact that, first of all, you're still unhappy. And, you know, you're doing things that you don't want to do. So you deserve happiness too. I understand we make sacrifices for our children and things like that, but make an escape plan. So do whatever you can to, like, save you a little money, get you some training, try to get you a job, and then get the hell out of that situation.
Yeah, because she deserves just happiness just as much as he deserves happiness.
Absolutely.
This comes down to a situation about financial security and the confidence within that. When I was talking to Susie Orman one time, you know, who's so great with understanding finances, she says that women are more in a financial insecurity than men are, because men just naturally, usually back then, used to be the breadwinners and they understand money more. And then women, when they get married, they usually don't make it their business to learn money. So this is actually a more common issue than you would think. I know two people, one in my family and one very close to my family, that were in these scenarios where they were like, I can't ever leave him. Like, I'm not making money. I don't even know where to start. And so what you're saying is very, very true. And for anybody who is currently married today, it's never too late to understand your worth and how you can make money independently.
Yeah, independently.
Even if you're a working mom, even if you're a stay-at-home mom, there's a way to understand where you want to make your own residual, where you want to have something, because there's nothing like that fear, that glass ceiling that you place over yourself when you don't teach yourself something. Like
sometimes you need to ask for help. If you have family members that can maybe help you out and help you with your escape plan, you know, go to your mama, go to your cousin, you know, like
maybe you have to stay with somebody for a little while you get that money together. But I want to hear what you had to say, Tam.
No, actually, my mom, when my sister and I were, you know, like in our teens, we understood the importance of, like, relationships and marriage. She told me at a very young age, I want you to never, ever, ever feel like you're stuck in a marriage because of finances. I want you to start young with investing your money and saving your money so that you can never, ever, ever be in that situation. So now I have my own individual money. So this is actually very, very good information.
We're speaking to somebody out there.
We are.
And I think that even if you're in that situation, for the next generation as a mom, for your children to see, start teaching them. Maybe while you're learning, teach them as well.
Absolutely.
Even if it's later in life and you're just learning your little bits and pieces.
Never
say, here,
too late.
come here, and I want to, it's never too late. Absolutely.
I just want to say I know we're kind of lighthearted on things, but we understand that you're sacrificing for those kids, and that's good, but we just want to make sure that you have some type of plan, because you deserve happiness too.
Absolutely. Well, from marriage advice to parenting advice, one stay-at-home mom recently took to Mumsnet to ask fellow parents if it's okay to use her 3-year-old daughter's clothes to dress her 4-month-old son.
Jump man.
The mom, who identified herself as embarrassed123, said she didn't expect to have another baby so soon and that their family's finances are really tight. She also made clear that she's not going to put him in dresses, just some flowery tops and pants. So, ladies, do you think she's overthinking this, or is this something that other momsters might judge her for?
There's definitely going to be momsters that are going to judge her. But, girl, this is first world problems. If that child is cold and he needs a jacket and it's pink, put the pink jacket on the kid. This is ridiculous. I don't care if it has flowers, if it has rainbow bright on it. This is first world problems. Like, what does it matter? If the kid needs to be clothed, clothe your child, obviously. If you can try to find some solids that maybe don't look so girly, go for that too if you have the option. But ultimately, if it's a real financial issue and you don't have an option to put other clothes on your kid, don't feel bad about what you got to do to get by, girl.
Yeah.
That is true.
Like,
take care of your kid.
There's two issues here. Are we having a problem fashionably with the sex of, you know, gender-based clothing? Like, I personally think men who wear pink are real men, okay? Men who can carry out some florals are sexy. So let's not, you know, block our boys into thinking like, oh, those are just for girls. Please don't do that, because we're so beyond that now. But then the other part is practicality. I came from a family, my mom and dad worked really hard, but they didn't have enough to clothe all 3 kids. So my clothing absolutely went down to my little brother, and then some, and went down from there. And that's my little brother wearing my jacket.
Are you guys at Disneyland?
Yes!
That looks like Disneyland.
But you know what? He was warm.
Yes, he was warm and he
that's
was
all
loved.
that matters.
And when kids don't see fashion, they feel love. And when you make a kid feel loved, he is the best dressed person in the world.
Dressed head to toe in love.
Well, and if you are a mom that, might feel embarrassed or might get annoyed if you have a, child and a person comes up to you and always says, oh my gosh, your daughter's so cute, because he's wearing girl clothes.
Yeah.
There are actually really cool websites. There's a site called Swap Moms, where you can actually buy things from different moms, or you can just swap the clothes. So if you want to swap some of your, your girl clothes for boy clothes, it works
What's
out.
the website again?
Swap Mamas.
Swap Mom. That is super cool.
Swap Mama.
Yeah.
And you can do it for free.
That's
Just-
smart.
For free.
Just be careful of the clothing. Like, I like that she's not doing the flock,
dresses.
because when the baby gets older, they see pictures and stuff like that. It's like, just be careful. And you can also get used clothing at the Goodwill. They're really economical,
that's true,
and
too.
they're good clothing. So.
Or stick to solids, too.
Or do a
nothing wrong
baby
with that.
shower. I would do a baby shower. You know what I mean? Ask your friends.
Like
Ask
a baby
your friends.
shower when the kid's 4 years old,
Yeah.
Bonnie?
Yeah. Yeah. If you can,
I hear that.
I would do
Take
that.
up an offering, you know what I'm saying?
He's 4 months. He's 4 months, so
He's
she can
4 months,
still
yeah.
technically have a baby
And also,
shower.
you can say if you can, buy clothes for 0 to like 4 years. Sometimes I know my mom
Wait,
doesn't
you know
just
what?
buy like infant clothes. She buys like 2 years
Yeah.
old,
Yeah.
4 years old, 6 years old. Thanks, Mom.
Maybe
That
even
makes
a
me
word
mad,
to the
though.
wise, though. Like, if you are having a child, maybe buy unisex stuff so that in the future you
Yep.
can reuse that clothing
That's
for
what
your
I
next
said.
child.
Thanks, eh? We have to take a break, but there's more Friday Girl Chat on the way right after this. Don't go anywhere. You're watching The Real.
Welcome back. Let's get into some more Friday Girl Chat.
Yes.
They say you can tell a lot about someone by the company they keep. Especially their friends. And a recent article by Elite Daily says that if a girl doesn't have any close female friends, then she is not to be trusted. Why? They say that every girlfriendless woman is an egomaniac who feels like every other girl in the world is drama when she's really the one causing the issues. Ladies, do you think that there's any truth to this? What are you guys hustling and bustling about
I
over
know,
there?
they over there cracking up.
What? Oh, you don't have no friends? I think that there is some truth to this, you guys. I think there's something to be said for someone that constantly says, it's everyone else, it's not me. At some point, you gotta wake up and be like, no, sweetie, you are the common denominator in all your drama. It's you.
Yeah.
Maybe it's you. It can't be that everybody else is catty, everybody else is mean, everybody else is too fit. Maybe it's you. Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I
I'm
never
trying to
considered it. I don't.
Do you have lots of? Yeah, you have lots of.
Yeah, I have a lot of girlfriends. I got a lot of guy friends. I like, I like them all.
Is
I like
there a
everybody.
difference? Is there a difference if they have a lot of guy friends?
I like women if they can have a lot of guy friends. Here's why. I like those women. Here's why. Women, we have the gift of analyzing things and breaking down situations and playing it out in our head. But that can also be our curse. Sometimes we think too much. Sometimes we're too much in our head. And what I love about dudes is they're in the moment. They're just in the moment. They're enjoying what's in the moment. They're not thinking too far ahead. They're not playing situations. What does she mean by that? They're not lamenting about what happened last week that should have happened. And I like that chill factor about guys. And I think when women are comfortable to have guy friends in a respectful manner, I think that's a dope girl that I can chill with and get drinks with and like have as my homegirl too.
So you don't hold that against her?
No, not at all. I have more guy friends than girlfriends.
I mean, I think that might be a little stereotype. I know for me, I mean, I do have girlfriends, but I had my sister throughout elementary, high school.
From the womb, girl, you had her.
from the womb. But I mean, like, as as
She's by your
friends,
side, yeah.
she's like my best friend. And in high school and all that, there were some girls that were just really, really, really mean. I'm just happy I didn't have post-traumatic stress, from it. But maybe there are girls who only grew up with brothers. You know what I mean? And they you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they just feel a little bit more comfortable with dudes because sometimes there are just a little less drama.
You know, the occupation that I've been having.
Yeah,
I grew up, I have a lot of guy friends because I was an engineer and there were more men. And then as comics, there are more comic males.
Yeah.
So it's just, I think it's whatever your life is going
Sometimes,
through.
yeah, you emulate
sometimes
that.
you just end up with more than the other. So, but
Yeah.
I don't really make a big deal out
What
of
about
it.
somebody
you
that
know?
doesn't have any friends and like
I
tells
don't know
you I don't have
anybody.
friends?
I don't believe that. You got somebody. You got a cat, a dog, somebody. You got somebody. Not thinking hard
Well,
enough.
you guys still have us. We're gonna take a quick break with this. More Friday Girl Chat on the way. Right after this, you're watching The Real. Don't go
I ain't got nobody. Welcome back. It's time to get into some more girl chat. Woo! Did you hear that? You know it's time for the Reels Hotline Bling. All right.
Hey! Caller, what is your name and where are you from?
Cameron Jones, and I'm from Indy, Naptown. Woo!
Hey! All right, that means that you're watching us on My 23 WNDY, right?
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
I love it.
Love you guys.
I love you too. Thank you.
All right, we have to ask, what were you doing when we just called you?
Oh my gosh, girl, I was at work. I done walked in the break. I'm like, oh,
What do you
girl,
do?
just called
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Gotta go.
What do you do?
I work at a call center, and I'm a college student, so
All right.
That is awesome.
Come on, independent woman. Good job.
What are you studying? What are you studying?
like Tam, I'm studying psychology.
Help some people out there. Some people need some mental help. So thank you. Now, one more question for you, all right? I want to know, do you like money, honey?
Yes, honey.
Okay. Now, how does 2 Benjamins feel to you? $200. How does that sound?
Yes.
Okay. So here's your chance, all right? All day long, these ladies, we talk.
Yup.
But it's time to find out if they're telling the truth. Today, we're gonna put Lonnie against Tam.
Okay.
Each one of these ladies are gonna have 15 seconds to tell you a story. Once it's done, it's gonna be your job to see who's telling the truth. Okay, who's keeping 100 here? Now, choose correctly and you'll easily score $200. If not, you'll lose it all, but you're our fan for life, okay? You ready? All right, got it. Lonnie, you are up first.
Okay, girl, I was at a comedy show meet and greet because I love meeting my fans. And one person came to me and she was just so excited. She licked me on my face. I said, girl, it's not gonna come off.
Oh my God.
All right, Tam.
All right.
Are you
Okay.
ready?
Yes. Okay.
All right, ready, set, go. Tell your story.
Okay, so Adam took me to a baseball game, and when the batter was up to bat, he had hit the ball, and it came flying my way. And you know Adam was a professional baseball
Yes.
player. Guess what, you guys? He caught that thing
Nuh-uh.
before it hit my face. Yes, he did. Sexy Adam.
Okay. So, Cameron, who's keeping it 100 and whose story feels phony baloney?
Okay, so I watch you guys every single day. Like, I watch Girl Chat. I feel like Lonnie's telling the truth because I remember her telling this like during Girl Chat. It could be Tam though, because Adam was a baseball player, but I'm gonna have to go with Lonnie.
Okay. She really does watch.
She does.
You told that story
Yeah.
way back in the day.
Way back.
One or two.
Yes.
You've been with us from the beginning, girl.
Girl,
Nice
I don't even
job.
remember that
Yes.
story. That's crazy.
Yes,
awesome.
you saw right through Tamara's little tattletale, little tall tail.
Love you, Tam.
Yes, and you know that Lonnie story was true, so guess what? You just won yourself $200. I love it. Thank you so much for being a part of Girl Chat, Cameron. Keep watching. We'll be right back with more of The Real.
We love you.
Welcome back. It's Friday at The Real. Let's get into some more girl chat. Okay, summer is just around the corner, and while many of you may be planning on flying the friendly skies to a fun destination, there's always a chance you'll encounter some unfriendly behavior. That's right, for some reason, many people simply don't know how to behave on an airplane and end up acting up. Right?
Yeah.
So we asked our fans to vote on our Instagram story and choose which airplane passenger this week was just plain wrong. And your results will determine who took the biggest L or lost and booked a first-class ticket on the L plane.
Our first potential L plane passenger is a woman named Crystal Tadlock. Now, it's one thing to have to pay a baggage fee, but Crystal was forced to pay a $500 snack fee after she was caught by a Customs and Border Patrol agent with an apple she had reportedly saved from the plane.
What?
Now, Crystal had just returned from Paris, yes, my favorite place, buddy, and despite having the apple in a clear Delta bag, the agent took her to a back room and said it was a civil violation because she hadn't declared the apple.
They
It's
don't
considered
play.
produce.
They don't
Yes.
play, man.
The agent said for all he knew, she could have smuggled it from France. To make matters worse, Crystal not only has to pay the fine, but you guys, she had her global entry revoked too.
Now that would get me mad.
Yes.
It takes
so
a long
will Crystal
time
be
to get that.
snack smuggling on the L plane this week? We'll find out soon.
Oh my
That's
God.
Oh, okay. Well, our next potential L-plane passenger definitely didn't want to keep her seatbelt fastened. According to Salt Lake City's Fox 13, a woman named Sarah Maria Beach disrupted a Delta flight right in the middle of beverage service. Instead of simply stretching her legs, Sarah decided to sprint down the aisle mid-flight, toppling over the drink cart. She then decided to toss a cup of coffee in the air, spilling it all over the passengers, as well as the plane's walls. When an air marshal decided to step in, Sarah reportedly jumped on his back until another marshal was able to subdue her in her handcuffs.
What?
Sarah was charged with misdemeanor assault and also ordered to undergo a mental health evaluation
Hey.
as well.
Was she on
Okay.
drugs?
What was she going through?
Are you ready to find out who's riding on the airplane this week? Will it be Crystal Tadlock for sneaking snacks or Sarah Maria Beach for causing mid-flight mayhem? Audience, what do you think?
What do you think?
All right, well, Sarah, okay, well, let's see who you pick. Run it. Whoa, it was a disorderly passenger. That's right, 75% of you voted for her. So buckle up, Sarah, because you're flying high this week on the airplane. We have to take a break, but there's more of the Real Friday Turn Up right after this.
Welcome back. So our next guest is so good at being so bad. From the hit show Empire, please welcome back our girl, Grace Byers.
Yes, enjoy.
Try it.
Go for it. Yes,
It's really good.
taste it. Ew,
Did we do good?
Right?
Good.
Yeah.
Friday drink. First of all, we have to say, welcome back. We love seeing you. I love you, girl. You know this. Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
That's right. You and your husband, Trey, recently celebrated your second-year wedding anniversary. What did you guys do?
Oh my God, yes, I love him so much. Oh my gosh, we relaxed. We went horseback riding. We made ceviche.
Ooh, nice.
His was better than mine.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That's good.
I was like, are you gonna start cooking, boo?
Okay.
Yeah, just massages. We just had a really great time.
That sounds like
I
a
had
nice.
one of the best surprises, you guys, on my honeymoon. You guys have no idea. I literally arrived on my honeymoon, and all of a sudden, this stunning couple comes walking towards me, and they're like, hey, girl. I'm like totally confused. Guys, it was Grace and her husband, Trey. They were on my honeymoon. Yes, literally, and we ended up hanging out and having the best time. I almost made you miss your flight because we were having the longest breakfast of life.
Awesome. It was awesome. It was so funny because there they were, and I was like, oh, and I've known Israel for a long time because of his music, and of course, watching The Real, knew you, and also because of your music as well. But like when I saw him, I was like, oh, that's Adrian and Israel. And Trey was like, who? And I'm like, we know them. Hey, y'all. And Adrian is like, who?
I was so, because you guys know when you see somebody out of your element, you're just like, wait, what? I was
confused.
like, oh my God, look who it is. It was awesome.
That's
We
though.
talked for hours. It was
Yes.
great.
Well, we
Love it.
love you and
Awesome.
Trey, and we love both of you on Empire.
Yes.
We love you too. Now, before y'all got married, y'all were dating other people. So how'd y'all hook up?
So.
So crazy.
I know. Well, Trey was single.
Oh, he was.
Yeah, he was definitely single.
But you had somebody.
I did. So I was dating somebody at the time, and what was so interesting was that I was sure that I was gonna marry this person because I was like, you know, we're in this, you know, we're gonna get married. But that spiritual connection wasn't really there. You know what I mean? So, but even with that, I was like, you know what? We've been through a lot. We're gonna be together. And when I met Trey, although the idea of dating him wasn't feasible to me, there was this spiritual kind of grab that happened that really made me go, okay. So we went to this event, and I said to my best friend who I brought, and I was like, okay, girl, there's this guy, never gonna date him. I'm gonna marry the guy I'm with. But I just feel this spiritual pull, and I just feel like I gotta tell somebody. I really feel like he's the one.
Wow.
I don't know how, and I'm pretty sure it's not gonna happen, but I just wanna say it. She's like, girl, you think he's, I was like, don't say it again. I don't wanna hear it again. I just need you just to be here to document it for me, and that's it. That's it.
Just be a
Don't
witness.
return it, that's it.
Yeah.
And months later, when we started dating, it turns out that the same week that I decided to break up with my boyfriend on my own accord,
Right.
in the middle of the night, I was like, you know what, I feel like it's time. That same week, in the middle of the night, God woke him up and told him that I was his wife.
No way.
Yes.
Right, yes.
We did not tell each other. Same
I'm
week.
trying to get the names right. It wasn't the boyfriend.
No,
Okay, it's Trey.
Trey had the dream.
Okay.
Yes,
Wait,
and
so, okay.
we didn't know this until months later when we started dating.
Yes.
And he was like, yeah, there was this one week, and I said, which week? And he's like, this second week of October, and I was like, that's the week that we broke up.
Wow.
It was so absurd.
Okay, wait, hold on. You and I believe in the same God, and how come he doesn't wake me up in the middle of the night with some messages like this?
Come on, guys, let's get on it.
Jeannie, speak to her.
Jeannie. Put it out there, Jeannie.
My ears are open at all times, God, anytime you want.
Right.
Now?
Middle of the night, come on, Lord.
Okay, well, you recently wrote your first book. It's called I Am Enough, which you describe as an ode to loving who you are.
Yes.
Beautiful.
What was your inspiration for writing this book?
So, the more people I talk to about this, the more I realize that a lot of people have been bullied when they were younger. And so 75 to 80% of children everywhere, especially girls, are bullied at that age, and I was one of them. And just being a CODA, child of deaf adults, also being biracial and also multicultural, there was so much intersectionality that was happening in my life just as a child that I think it just put me in the right position to be misunderstood and to be ostracized. And so being bullied, it's something growing up, I was just so passionate about just coming against the, the bullying the cycle.
Right.
And so when we thought about my brand, my literary agent came to me and was like, I really think that you should write an anti-bullying children's book. So And I was like, I'm not a writer, but we all have a story.
Exactly.
So, you know what I mean? So I was like, you know what? Let me get with God real quick.
Okay.
Come to me tonight.
Yes, and
What'd he tell you, girl?
And there it is. I am enough.
We're glad for you. Glad.
That is so dope, and that's how you came up with this book.
That's
now,
how it happened.
another thing that you have going on that we're all obsessed with is obviously Empire, like we said. It is now in its 4th season. So we have to ask, is this still like a party atmosphere on the set?
I think we've calmed down. It's like season 4, we have new energies coming in on set and stuff like that. So, it's really common. We have a routine, we have our own thing going. And recently I've started working with Forrest and Nicole.
Yeah.
And so that's been really fun. So that's not like party. It's more of like, let's dig in.
They real about it,
Killing it.
Look, Empire is getting really juicy. Your character is really involved in a big storyline, so we don't want to give that away, but we're going to take a look at last week's episode. Check it out.
Okay, here we go.
I'm here because there's a clause in my custody agreement that gives me control over Bella's stake in the Empire. And you are here because you want my help stealing the company from the Lions. Well, I'm happy to join you, but I have one condition. Once we do, I'm gonna be CEO.
Okay, now can you tell us anything about next week's episode?
So I think a lot of times when you see new alliances form, you don't really get to see them in fruition. You will in this one.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
As you like, what's happening?
Yes, you guys are stunning in person.
Oh my God,
You look amazing.
I'm like overwhelmed by all of this
are so much fun. We really appreciate you stopping by. We love
always
Grace.
a treat.
You can catch Empire Wednesday nights at 8 on Fox. We got to jump into a quick break, but we'll be right back. You are watching The Real. Welcome back. Whether you wear it long, short, colored, or curly, people take pride in their hair.
Yes.
But did you know hair loss can happen to anyone?
No.
Today, I'm testing my girls' knowledge to see how much they really know about when hair doesn't grow. Ladies, get ready to play Trust for Success. All right, here's how to play. I'll read the question, and the first to hit their buzzer and answer correctly gets a point. Are you ready, ladies?
Yes.
Question 1. Which of the following causes traction alopecia, also known as thinning hair in men and women? A, too much heat and chemicals. B, too tight hairstyles like sew-ins, braids, ponytails, and wigs.
Ooh.
Or C, both.
C, both.
All right, Tamara thinks the answer is C, both. Now let's go to world-renowned rock star dermatologist, Dr. Wendy Roberts, to see if you're correct.
Traction alopecia is the #1 cause of thinning edges, and all of these actions can cause it. So the correct answer is C, both.
Tamara, looks like you got that one correct. That's 1 point for you. Now, Jeannie and Lonnie are still at 0. But you both still have a chance to get points on the board with question number 2. What can you do to stimulate your hair follicles every night? A, massage. Hold on, I gotta get my guesses.
Oh, sorry.
A,
I already
massage
know.
your scalp for 3 to 4 minutes while shampooing or conditioning. B, blow dry your scalp once a week. Or C, both. Lonnie.
Massage your scalp for 3 to 4 minutes while shampooing. Yeah.
Okay. Let's find out if you're right from Dr. Wendy. Is she correct?
Massaging the scalp is a great form of stimulation that increases the blood flow, resulting in healthier follicles and hair. So the correct answer is A.
Woo! Nice job, Lonnie. You have a point on the board, and so that means that you and Tamara are tied in the lead. All right, get your head in the game, Jeannie.
I'm right here. Let's go.
All right, here's question number 3. Listen closely. Delivering a baby can cause hair loss. True or false? Tamara.
I'm gonna go with true, especially on the sides, like right here.
Them edges. Them edges.
Yep.
Dr. Wendy, give us the deets. Is Tam right with true?
During pregnancy, the levels of estrogen increase in your body. This keeps the hair follicles in the growing phase. So the daily hair that typically sheds under normal conditions is about 100 hairs per day. This hair stays put. The results are thicker hair during pregnancy. But after you give birth, estrogen levels decline and your hair begins to fall out. So giving birth to a baby can cause hair loss up to 6 months postpartum. True.
Wow. Ooh, Tamara.
Wow. Tamara gets the point, and now she takes the lead with 2 points. Lonnie's right behind her with 1, and
She
Jeannie...
had a baby. That ain't fair.
Jeannie, I can see that you're trying, but you might want to try harder.
I'm waiting for God to give me an answer to say something.
Now to keep things interesting, this last question isn't worth just 1 point. No, no, no. It is worth 1,000 points.
Wow.
Put your thinking caps on
Okay.
because this one
All right.
is anyone's game, people.
All right.
Question number 4. How many million men and women suffer from hair thinning? Okay, Jeannie, oh, yay.
I want to say approximately 35 million.
Hit me with a ding ding, no? That's correct, Jeannie. I cannot believe this. You're the winner.
She won.
Dr. Wendy, I love this. Dr. Wendy, tell our girl what she's won.
Congratulations, Jeannie. You just won yourself $50 for Vitalized hair care products. Their products contain the award-winning active ingredient Redensol, which is 100% all natural, and it's safe for every ethnicity, every sex. It's proven to outperform minoxidil by 200%. And the average person can start seeing results within 30 days. Even those with serious hair problems who have been told by doctors that they will never have hair have seen amazing growth and results with Vitalize.
Wow. Well, congratulations, Jeannie.
Thank
You
you.
just didn't win Vitalize for yourself. You won it for the entire studio audience. That's awesome. We have to take a break, but don't pull out your edges. We're coming back with more of The Real. Great show, ladies.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
So
agree.
much
I always
fun.
have so much with
I
you
know,
ladies.
I love you guys so much.
Thanks to Grace Byers for stopping by, to our fans at home, and to our studio audience. There wouldn't be an us without all of you. We'll see you next time at the same time on